Well, hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and it is May 8th. Warmind has officially dropped. We are in Season 3, and yeah, Bray is roaming around Mars. We've got some new stuff to do. So this will be our standard weekly reset, but I'm going to explore a few things fresh with you guys, and I will go through pretty much everything. So this will be a little longer than normal, but roll through it with me. We'll kind of go through and explore each piece, see what everything has to be offered, and let you guys know where to kind of get headed on your journey through Warmind. So as you guys know, weekly reset, we do have our standard milestones. Now keep in mind, the milestones are your way to get above the 340 level cap. So I have finished the campaign. I am 340, almost 341. I got an exotic from the campaign. This is new. You can look at it when you get there. I got this weapon from Bray for basically starting off the campaign as well. And at this point, I've got a couple other pieces. Now, as you are getting random blues to drop, they're going to say 335. Just realize 335 will infuse whatever you have already modded at 335 up to 340. I didn't think about that for a second. I know you're probably going, duh, but I was like, 335, oh, I don't need those, and I totally forgot they're modded to 335. So if you put this in them, they turn into 340. So just keep that in mind as you see 335s drop. If you get up to that level and blues are dropping at that point, throw all those into your regular stuff and you'll boost your level up. Now, the soft cap is 340. This is as far as random drops will get you. Engrams, stuff like that. Same thing with exotics. They're not going to go higher. 340, you're done. So, that being said, there's only so many ways to get higher than that. And these are going to be your powerful gear. So, once again, these are going to matter. Running your heroic strikes. Call to arms, Nightfall, the raid, for example. We've got clan EXP, Flashpoint, seasonal rankings, and changing seasons. Now these two I will get to once I get in the tower and we'll explore those together. But let's take a look at the basics first. You guys know the raid will work. The raid layer number 2 is going to be launching on Friday, May 11th at their standard launch time. So this one over here will be the Spire of the Stars. Nobody knows much about that one, but that will be the new raid lair. The Nightfall. This week, we have the standard Nightfall is still 270. Prestige is 360 though, so keep that in mind. Now, right now, I've got it on Void and Extinguish. You can upgrade your challenge card to have more choices on there, which will be good. But the regular Nightfall at 270 is not that much more difficult. Honestly, it's easier than the regular strikes because the heroic strikes are recommended at 350. So I don't think that's quite right. For whatever reason, that's where it's sitting right now. And also with heroic strikes, there's also supposed to be modifiers. I went in and did a strike. It was at 350, so the guys were harder to kill. I was 10 levels lower. Actually, a little more than that while I was going through it. But now, there are no modifiers. There's supposed to be a weekly modifier and then 2 daily ones that will rotate. So you'll have one weekly, which is like the Singe, like Arc Void or Solar, I think. And then you've got an advantage that's like Grenadier or Power or whatever, and then a disadvantage, one that's working against you. None of those are showing, and when I went in the strike, hit tab, nothing was showing. So I'm not sure that's quite there. I'm still waiting to see and do a little research on that. So forgive me if that changes between when you watch this video and when I recorded the video and when you actually watch it. But the Nightfall is the arms dealer. If you want to knock out the arms dealer at 270 right now, you could. It's actually one you can solo. I did a video on it before. One thing to keep in mind, I don't know when this is going to change, and I don't know if the rewards are going to be the same. It's still going to be powerful gear, so you should be good. Arms dealer, whole lot of Cabal, so keep that one in mind as well. In the end, you've got a whole bunch of Solar fighting at you. There's random clan EXP, so that's always a bonus. But keep those 2 pieces in mind. Clan EXP, you're going to get that from world activities, strikes, raid, crucible, all that stuff you do. Doing the story seems to help, because I think that's where most of mine's probably come from. I haven't done a whole lot else. I did 1 strike, and then, like, maybe 1 public event, so I know that shouldn't be 85%. Flashpoint is on Nessus, you guys know that one. Call to arms, we'll get to that here in a little while. So that's your basics. For the Crucible, before we get in there, we have a quick play playlist. Just your standard quick play. No certain expansions required. Everybody's in the same quick play. Also, you have competitive. Now you have the PvP ranks. We'll discuss those in a little bit once we get inside. You also have your weekly playlist. We got Rumble, and then private matches are an option, but Rumble is your weekly playlist of the week. Trials will come this weekend, Friday through Monday. But Rumble is back, should be fun. It is 6-player. I think they've left it at that for now, so jump in there, have some fun, see what happens. But that being said, let's go ahead and go into the tower, and I will see you guys on the inside. Let's look at a couple vendors and see what has changed. Not a lot in there per se, but we'll take a look. Alright, so once you load in the tower, we have a couple places that we need to visit. One is going to be Eververse. We've got Changing Seasons. This is our new quest. And then we also have the Seasonal Rankings quest from Shaxx. Now, they say quest, I think it's just you go to them, and that's probably all it is. But that pieces aside, once you finish the campaign, you're also going to have something at Zavala. So he changed for sure. I checked a couple other ones, but I know he definitely changed. We're going to take a look at Shaxx as well. But to get started, it was nice that the vault space was increased. That was literally the first thing I did. I logged in, cleaned out my vault, and at least that was manageable, so I could pick up all the stuff I wanted. So that is done, and it's the first time I can walk over here and maybe have nothing. It's so nice. Now, I used a lot of spaces, but at least they'll give me some time to manage some crap. So, first, let us take a look at Eververse and see all of what she's got going on.
Eververse is at your service.
So, first thing, Tex welcomes you back to the tower, offers a gift to celebrate Ace, the spirit of change in the air. So we've got a gift from Tess. So we have what they call a Prismatic Facet. Now we'll get to the Prismatic Matrix that you use that on in a second. But I've gone through the campaign, leveled up a few times, got some Engrams. So let's see if I get anything good in a little while. I will open those for you guys just a bit. But for now, you have the Prismatic Matrix. So if you access it, you've got this little thing here. Now I have a facet that I can use to activate the Prismatic Matrix to receive a random activation reward from the list below that you have not previously acquired. So to clarify, Prismatic Matrix, you can hold 3 of them. This thing here is this set of items, and if you have enough prismatic facets that you pick up, you can get all 10 of these things for sure, because if you knock this one off, you won't get it again. If you knock this one off, you won't get it again. So it's a checklist. So in the Prismatic Matrix this week, you are going to get one of these facets, so you have a chance at one of them. Obviously, you have things like a blue emote. It's actually not bad. But you also have things up to like an exotic ship. So you got Holborn's Splint. This craft saw some strange action on Phobos, both planned and otherwise. Now that is a unique ship. Thank you. Some of the other exotics were not unique. This looks like nothing else, and that is amazing. So glad to see it. Very cool. Honestly, that one looks like one of the cooler things I've seen. It looks like a X-Wing kind of modified. So I'm a fan. If you want to go for it, this is how you're going to definitely have a chance to get to it. Now, the Prismatic Matrix, you can also buy them for 200 each. So we'll get there in a bit. You also have the Devil's Work. This is the new exotic called the Huckleberry. It's a submachine gun, and this is the exotic on it. Those are crazy looking iron sights, but I actually like this ornament. Slightly silver ornaments on it. Pretty cool. So you have the Hold On Dance. Hold on. 1 second. Almost there. That's actually kind of funny. We have the Speckled Galileo Shell, the Curious Glory. Now that right there literally looks like a jet fighter. So they definitely have at least another new model in there. So bonus. We'll see if there's any others. I've seen one other crazy one. We have the Jade Rim. That's the little whale tail thing. Seen that one before. Sparrow. Sickle Scythe. That doesn't look new. The Fleet Ska. That looks a little more diamond shaped. I feel like the kind of modified one because the nose looks familiar, but still slightly different. So there's some changes. But that is the Prismatic Matrix. So if you want to buy Prismatic Matrix, here's your Prototype Engrams. So these are the new ones. You also have Discovery Bundle. So in the Prototype Engram, you can get any of this stuff. So you got ornaments. You have a crazy looking speeder, which I kind of want that. I gotta be honest. You've got the Eon Drive. Now that one is the probably most unique looking speeder I've ever seen. Exotics, they do well. So now we have your 2 new exotic emotes. They have the Curtain Call. Oh, nice. Okay, that's actually kind of awesome. That piles up a lot longer than I thought. And you have the popcorn. Not as cool as the other one, but I still like that he's holding a tub of popcorn. That's pretty good. Couple sparrows. You've got a couple ships in here in your engrams. You've got the Lost Legend. Alright, that looks crazy. Hey, at least the exotics are unique. I'm totally happy about that. Then we have Shadow Trespass. Well, still one of the cooler looking... I mean, that's like some detail, some grit, some grime. Got some ornaments for the new Polaris Lance. And there's literally an ornament for the Sleeper Simulant. So there's an ornament, so the gun's in there, but we don't know how to get it yet. Unfortunately, I call that spoiler, but I can't win all the battles, I guess. Polaris Lance as well, the other new gun, and that's kind of a cool looking scout rifle. Even with the ornament, I don't know what it looks like normally. We have Actium War Rig getting a new one. That's actually something I own, so that's cool. Okay, yep, that's a legit ornament. That looks good stuff. The Endless Loop for the ACD-0 feedback fence. I guess they're class-based. I guess it just makes it glow a little more. Shiny. You've got the Skyline Flip Side Shell with a couple perks. Less time to summon and reloads your weapons while you ride, and also generate gunsmith telemetry on any weapon. Not bad if you have a different one. I've got kind of a better one, but it's still a pretty cool shell. It's almost like a disco ball. Finally, the Bursting Wisdom. Increase loot from public events on all destinations and gunsmith telemetry. It's not bad. That's probably a good one. I really actually like the one I got, so I'm kind of digging that one. Finally, the Prismatic Effect. You can't see that. Possible things of Bright Dust, Elemental mods, Weapon mods, Character mods, abilities, and shaders. You have Mars Sunset. I could roll with that. Or the Ancient Republic. I actually dig both of those. Clean. Good stuff, nice looks. So as you can see, she's got some stuff going on. Now, she also has 18 slots, so there's more in here. Now, the other thing we have is the Discovery Bundle. So you get 3 prototype engrams, some Bright Dust, and some shaders. So for this week, we have the Opulent Clap. Are you not entertained? Kind of. And then we have the Cranking Dance. Oh, we got the Lawnmower. There we go. So we have the Mind Barrage. Still a similar one, but decent design at least. Couple things. We've got the Hardee's Control. So this is the Hardee's set. I'm not entirely sure what to think of that besides the restaurant. But I don't think they're going to have giant thick burgers. So the Book of the Dead ornament. Always a cool one. You've got Silver Bullet. That's actually what's on my Crimson right now. I got lucky enough to get that. One of the more ornate looking ornaments of all. A couple beam effects, some shaders, and that stuff. Now, for the Prismatic Matrix, you have one more thing. You can buy these little charges for 200 points. So if you do want to get it for 200 silver, supposedly you can buy those. Now I have one, so maybe it just takes me using it to be able to buy them. But there is a way you can do that.
Come see me again, Guardian.
So that is everything at Eververse. Let's go check out Zavala next. We'll go ahead and run over here. This is a longer video than normal, so sorry, but I'm just going to run through everything with you guys. Now, Zavala has changed, and I know it. So, let's take a look at him. We have all new Warmind stuff. We have a Ghost Shell. We have an ornament for number of enemies defeated. We have the Spoiler Alert Sidearm. Then another ornament. And these are all at different ranks. You'll notice rank 10. Rank 15 for the sidearm and this ornament. Rank 20 for the grenade launcher, the Permanent Truth, and the shoulder ornament. Then you have the Sparrow, the S99 Bog Treader Steel, sure. And the chest ornament. At 35, the Archimedes Truth. It's a sniper rifle. With triple... Holy crap! They brought back triple tap. Well, grinding to level 35 will serve you well if you enjoy snipers and PvE. That's new. The fact that triple tap's back in the game, that's big. Hopefully it's on some other stuff. But I want to get this to drop. Tactical mag or alloy mag. Fast reload when mag is empty. Aquila, Condor, rapid fire. So while it is rapid fire, you're going to be able to pump some damage out. Maybe not as much as Darcy, but I just like the fact that it's back in the game. So, bonus. We have the Steadfast ornament for the Titan. And we have the Service Revolver. Sounds like a police pistol. With Outlaw, Armor Piercing or Accurized, and the True Sight or Crossfire. So, Crossfire, a little more range, losing stability and handling, kind of pick your poison. But Outlaw is always pretty good, so not a bad hand cannon from him. But he's got a new item at level 50 in this season, by the way. I don't even know how that's possible. And I don't know if it counts the level you're on, because it really... Oh, seasonal reputation, quite literally 0. So that, yep, you're going to have to do that 50 times to get this guy. The Zavala's Authority. Now, granted, it's a cool looking ship. Very unique. Has the purple flames on it. Very ornate. It's even got its own lore. So it's legit. But yeah, it's going to take 50 to get there. So if you do want to grind and play the crap out of Destiny, you are in the right place. Just spend your time in strikes. So, that being said, let's go see what Shaxx has to offer now as well, because I know he's got some new stuff. I'm just taking the time to talk with you guys and run through. Mosey on over here. It's a short travel. Shaxx has some new things.
Fight like it.
So we have seasonal rankings. Shaxx, looking even more animated than usual, welcomes you to a new world of valor and glory, and encourages you to test your prowess in the newly ranked Crucible. So, the welcome package contains all you will need. You're going to get your valor and glory emblems. So, let's first take a look at those at my postmaster. I'll go back. Apparently my emblems are full, so we'll see what he's got here first. So you've got Valor rewards that are going to get you your ornaments. So ornaments for each level. And hey, here's the pulse rifle. So it's not all just ornaments. Mostly ornaments. But if you complete Valor rank, tracks the number of times you fully completed and reset your Valor rank. So Valor is basically a continually growing PvP rank. The more you play, the more you win, the higher it goes. It maxes out at like 2200. So when you get there, you can start it over, just like Call of Duty and Prestige, and go back to 0. So that's tracking that. Must reset Valor twice. So, there's definitely a grind. I have the hiccups right now, I apologize. But, we have the Alchemedial Dawn Shell. For one, it looks like a big flower, so I'm cool with that. Generate gunsmith telemetry on any elemental, so that's good. And then you've got grants a chance to obtain additional faction consumables and strikes. Okay. And faction consumables and crucible. So if you when they fix faction rallies, this may not be a bad thing to grind for. And again, it's just Valor, it's just playing PvP. So not quite as hard as it sounds, just gotta spend time more than anything. Glory, on the other hand, is going to go up and down with your rank. So if you play a lot and win, you could go up. If you play a lot and lose, it could fall a lot. So based on your victories. But we've got the Imminent Storm, Glory rank 1. Got a submachine gun with hip fire grip. We've got flared mag and steady rounds. And then the red dot, the hit mark, and the clean shot. With an aggressive frame, high damage, high recoil, deals bonus damage at close range. Kind of cool. Sorry I didn't check this weapon. We have the Marine Pulse Rifle. Kind of digging the new color scheme for Crucible. We have Head Seeker. Okay. More D1 stuff. But I'm down with Head Seeker because body shots landed with this weapon increase precision damage for a short time. So literally if you go body, body, head, body, body, head, those headshots are going to be better. So I'm always down with Head Seeker on a Pulse Rifle. It's one of the most fitting perks they probably could have made. You got steady rounds or accurized rounds. Pick your poison. Do you want range or stability? You got hit mark, red dot, and rifle. I'd probably go red dot for the trade. Range is always a good thing. Then we've got the button. Literally push the button. Got quick draw, unbelievably fast on a rocket launcher and a heavy. That's a good thing. High explosive, alloy casing. I don't need reload speed. Countermass, confined launch, or volatile launch. Just one giant blast radius and a little slower. Probably run volatile if I had to guess. But a pretty big blast radius, nothing too crazy about it. Now, Redrix's Claymore is that when you reach rank 3, which is called Fabled, I believe. Gotta look at it. So, your normal perk is Outlaw. Precision kills greatly decrease reload time. It's pretty much real snappy. It's almost instant. But the new one is reloading while Outlaw is active increases your rate of fire. Now, the big key about this gun is it will increase your rate of fire, but not your impact. One does not trade for the other. So, you all of a sudden have a high impact frame that shoots very fast. It's a lethal combo if you can get that Outlaw proc. Now, PvP is where you're going to grind for this thing, but I could see this thing being very lethal in PvP. Pulse rifles have decent range, they're in a good spot right now, and if you pop a thrall and reload more damage and keep doing it, you can dump a lot of damage out quicker than a normal pulse rifle would do. So this is going to be worth the grind for sure. So that is one. At rank 4, you get the Wishbringer. As a shotgun with threat detector, increases reload stability and handling when enemies are in close proximity. Yeah, I don't think that's the greatest, unless I'm just not a shotgun intelligent person, which I'm not claiming to be. It is rapid fire, so those are always good. Assault mag increases stability and rate of fire, but I would probably go accurized rounds for a shotgun. Range helps. Rifled barrel. I'd probably leave it on rifled barrel, actually. So that is your rank. Then you have the glory and grandeur. So rank 5 is legend of Redrick, and this is how you get the ornament for Redrick's Claymore. It's a minor difference, but the only way to get this is rank 5, and it is not going to be easy. I mean, it's like your top couple % of people are going to be up here, I have a feeling. And then finally, your true glory. Reach rank 5 in Season 3, and you can actually have this emblem. You see people with this in your PvP match, you may as well just be like, yep, okay, you're a beast. So, but yeah, you're going to be working your way up through the ranks. Let's see what this does for a package. And I got 2 pieces of armor. Now, I don't know what they're at, but I did get those. So, I want to go back and talk about the ranks. Again, I know this is a long video, but lots of stuff to cover. So, running back over here,
Looking for anything?
we have the Postmaster with my ornaments. So, first we have Valor, because we're going to talk about that first. Hold that thought. Apparently, I have to go get rid of a couple of ornaments, like my new fancy blue one. Bye. And, oh, I don't know. That one's fine too. So let's pick these up so we can talk about them. Alright, so first you're going to have Valor. Now, Valor tracks the number of Valor ranks completed in Season 3. This also shows your Valor score. Valor will only go up or down. Actually, sorry, Valor only goes up, but it only goes up to 2200. So, when you get to that point, you're going to have a chance to reset it and start over. Glory is the other one, and you'll tell by the color. Glory is for competitive only. This is from your quick play. This is from competitive. Iron Banner and Trials, they're separate. This one can go up and down. This one only goes up. So, I don't even know if I jump into a match and lose if I just stay at 0 or if I get any points. Gonna have to figure that one out and see. But definitely make sure you guys pick these up. Let's go check.
Red Legion have made it harder.
I don't think there's too much else. So, Banshee, you might want to check out him if he's got any new drops from your telemetry and all your parts. If you have any Engrams, go check those out. And just for the sake of showing you guys what Eververse has, I will open my final Engrams. The raid vendor has Midnight Coup, so if you do run the raid to prep for the raid, might get something good if you don't have that hand cannon. But let's open the prototype Engrams, and as this is way too long already, we'll wrap it up here. So I got a shell, some mods, and a shader. Blah. I got a Kolar Mulix and a shader and some mods. I got the Mad Son of Seychelles. That one at least looks kind of cool. It's still only 150 and tune and sideways thrusters. Now that looks cool. Gonna be honest, I actually like the look of the Warmind speeder. Crappy mods though, unfortunately, so not helping me there. And the Kolar, yeah, that's not new. So we've got Opulent Clap. Well, I don't have to worry about that one. Oh, we got something exotic. Gonna have to look at that here in a second. And some Bright Dust. So, not a great run, but yeah, those are 340. Got one other piece of armor, I thought. Anyway, we got an exotic sparrow. The Azure, that looks literally like a jet ski. I mean, I gotta be honest, it doesn't look like other speeders. So we have decreased repair time, and it's 160. Why? Why do you give me the crappy one? So, it's still cool looking, without a doubt of that. I just wish I had a better version of it. But yeah, you got your emote wheel. That is up. You can pick your emotes, pick them there, and just hit up, down, left, or right on the controls, or whatever you got for your keypad. I have my new one, the Opulent Clap. So, that's there. And whatever your emotes are, pick your 4 and go with them. But yeah, it's time to grind, work on some leveling, and see what else I can find out in the world. For all of you out there, enjoy the grind. Have some fun, take your time, look in corners, look for collectibles, and just enjoy what's there. It's not going to be the biggest thing, but the grind for the exotics, the masterworks, I think that's going to be the fun part. So I'll have my review and stuff up later. I know this was long. Other things will come, but thank you as always for tuning in. I appreciate the support, the following. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Ebontis, twitter.com, Ebontis, and right here on YouTube. If you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated. Hit the alert bell for notifications of new videos, and of course, if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, share. You guys know all that good stuff. I feel kind of stupid saying it, but it's just kind of how the nature of the beast. But as always, thank you for everything. And good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, because whenever or wherever you watch this video, thank you as always for checking one of my videos out, and have a good one.